Hey guys, this is the Diesel, just walking through my next Pokemon Platinum video. This one was against Haydunn. It's the first time I battled him since my first match on YouTube, so let's get right into it. He leads up with the Grand Bull, and I lead up with my Arcanine. And we both intimidate each other. And this was a really funny party that he put together, it was really good. But I go for the Will-O-Wisp and miss, and he goes for the Bulk Up. And I go for the Will-O-Wisp and hit the second time. And I went for the Will-O-Wisp, the status move, because I know he doesn't have quick feet, because I saw the Intimidate. So he body slams me and paralyzes, which is the best status I can hope for on my Arcanine. So he goes to the second Bulk Up, as I go for the Fire Blast. And that does about half, which is good. Plus I know the burn's going to start wearing him down. So I'm gaining health, and he goes to the Close Combat. And I know that's going to bring me down to about half health, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. And I just go for the Morning Sun. I just wanted to regain my health back. So the burn is going to wear his Grand Bull down, so he's going to keep going for Close Combat as I go for Morning Sun again. Yes, like for Morning Sun. And now I'm at full health, and I'm predicting the Close Combat once again. So I switch out and go into Xenon my Spiritomb. And he just gets burnt and taken out, which was cool. So he goes into Intimidate, which all his Pokemon are named in his party, his Luxray, and goes to the Toxic and statuses my Spiritomb. So I just go for the Calm Mind, because I felt like it, and that's what the Spiritomb does. I go for the second Calm Mind, and I'm like, oh, how was I faster? But he goes for Roar. And I was like, oh, you suck. But I know he's going to try and Toxic my Denzel, so I switch back into Xenon as he goes to the Toxic, which was a good prediction by me. He goes to the Light Screen, which I've never seen a Luxray use Light Screen, so it was interesting, it was cool. Haydunn is definitely one of the best battlers I've battled on YouTube. He's always original, we always have fun when we're playing. This match we were talking the whole match, we were just laughing at each other, and it was really funny. It was a good match. But so yeah, the poison's slowly taking me down, and I just left him in as fodder because I don't know, I played him kind of stupidly, and my Spiritomb really didn't do too much. So he switches, and he gets the Intimidate on my Armaldo as I go for the Rock Polish, and right here he's like, I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that. So I go for the Stone Edge and miss, which is awesome because I always miss. And I was like, alright, well, I'm dead because that thing's probably specced or scarfed. But amazingly, I survive at 38 health and get my Lychee boost. And I thought that was awesome. So he goes for his Tauros and lowers my attack again. And so I go for the Stone Edge and hit. And even with the 2 attack drops, I still do almost half. So I just go for the Stone Edge second time, hoping that it hits, and hoping for the crit, which I do not get. And he just goes for the Earthquake, and takes me out. So, good play on his part. So yeah, so I go for Lockjaw, my Arcanine now. And he switches out and goes into his Arbok. And he predicted me to status him with Toxic, so I just went straight for the Fire Blast. And that does over half, and this was the part that made me LOL the whole battle, was he goes for Attract with his Arbok. It was really funny. And I go for the Fire Blast. I don't get Parahaxed or the Infatuation, which was really, really good. Very, very lucky. So he switches back into his other Intimidate, his Masquerain, and he just goes for the Hydro Pump. And I took this exceptionally well. Amazing. I got paralyzed, but I was just so impressed that my Arcanine took that well. So he switches out, predicting me to switch out, but I played ballsy. So I go for the Morning Sun, and I get full health, which is awesome. So he just goes to the Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt's not doing anything to my Arcanine. And I just go for the Toxic to stall him out, because he told me during the battle this was a special defensive Luxray. So I go for the Fire Blast on it, and you can definitely tell it's a special defensive Luxray. And he just roars me out, and for some reason he kept getting my Dunsparce every time he roared me. but I don't need my Dunsparce getting statused, because he's awesome, and I love my Dunsparce. So I just switch him back out, and go back in the Lockjaw. As he goes to the light screen. And right here, I didn't really predict. I thought he was just gonna go offensive. I didn't think he'd switch out or anything like that. So, but he does. And he goes into his own Arcanine. Oh, I predicted that. That was my bad. I predicted that because that's why I went for the Toxic here. Yes, that's why I went for the Toxic, because that wouldn't have affected his other guy. So, now his Arcanine is Toxic. And his Iron Head doesn't really do anything. So I go for the Fire Blast, and my Fire Blast really doesn't do anything because this Arcanine is defensive, not special attacking. So he goes to the Thunder Fang, and that does slightly more. And if Will was predicting a switch back into Tauros or something, but he goes to the Extreme Speed here, and I was waiting for him to switch out, but he just wouldn't switch out. So I go for the I was gonna go for Will-O-Wisp, but I got paralyzed. So the Toxic takes him out, which I was very lucky about, because he would have taken me out with Extreme Speed next turn. So he goes into his Tauros and goes for the Intimidate, and I just left Arcanine in here because I didn't have the safe switch, because the remainder of my party is like fire Pokemon, which I just realized I had like 3 or 4 fire Pokemon on my team. So I go into 8-pack my Blaziken, and he outspeeds me and goes for Earthquake. So I didn't think I'd live, but I actually do, which is really cool, and I go for Brick Break. He was predicting me to Agility because he's seen this Blaziken before. So he thought the Earthquake would take me down, so did I. I'm left at 2 health after Recoil from Life Orb. His Intimidate hurts my Blaziken. I just go straight for the Flare Blitz because I know my Recoil is going to kill me regardless. So I just go for my strongest move, hoping that he doesn't switch in like a Flash Fire Pokemon or anything. So I switch into my Dunsparce as he switches into his Masquerain, and he lowers my attack, and I don't really want that. So I switch out, and it's a great prediction because he locks himself in a Bug Buzz, not knowing that my last Pokemon's Entei. And that was really, really lucky for me because I know my Entei can't one-hit KO him by himself right now. So, which is why I go for the substitute and start setting up some Calm Minds. But basically, it's game over. And we both know, so we were just talking. And, like, this Entei has helped me out so many times. And if he had locked himself in the Hydro Pump, I think the only reason he didn't lock himself in the Hydro Pump is because of the accuracy and the low power points. So, if I had, like, a Staller or, like, someone with Protect, I might have been able to stall him out. But I don't, and he locked himself in the Bug Buzz, and my Entei resists that. So I was just hoping for no crits or anything, and I just go for the Flamethrower, and that's going to be a one-hit KO. So great game, Haydunn. Definitely check this guy out if you haven't checked him out already, which you probably have. He's an awesome Pokemon battler, good friend on YouTube. Rate, comment, subscribe, you guys, and I will check you guys later. Bye.